Welcome to Tallinn, dear colleagues from RISE Group, colleagues from Latvia, Lithuania and Estonia.
Well, the whole purpose of the Tour d'Europe is to go to the member states to see what's living there in terms of ideas, reflections. The whole idea is that we don't stay in this Brussels bubble. I'm not from the European Commission, but that's often the accusation made by people in Brussels.
That's really a great case when we can not only talk to this, as I mentioned it, all the members of European Union, but also we're also talking here this, how to say, younger or new members of European Union.
I think that when preparing next research framework program, it's good to have various ideas and opinions throughout all the countries.
So the size of Europe is not fully exploited in the digital area. Estonia has succeeded in some areas, but often not with respect to Europe, but rather by moving quicker to the US. So I think we can draw a lot of lessons there, and certainly that the pressure on advancing further in the digital union are really high on the policy agenda. This falls outside of research and innovation, of course, but I think it's fully part if Europe wants to capture the advantages of research and innovation.
Having that smooth communication with the state on each level, on the local level, national level, and the EU level, is something that Estonia has to offer. And in these terms, definitely, the ICT and the digitalization, these are the means, the enablers. But the content has to be created. And in Estonia, we know how it can be done.
Program has to be inclusive so that all countries have to find their way to participate. And this is justified by the statistics that it is more difficult for small countries or the countries that come from the Eastern European part. Is more difficult to compete even with the high level of excellence at the scientific level.
Small countries and Central and Eastern European countries should not be left behind. How to make it technically, it's another question, but just pointing out that should be addressed.
They are very excellent people that maybe participate less in the framework program of Europe. So to know the reasons why there is that debate in participation, not in excellence, is very interesting, because we, as Europe, we need all the brains, we need all the intelligence to participate in the framework programs.
Yes, of course, because it's really the first time we go to very small countries, and that differs dramatically in terms of research and innovation, because it means that you are not just specialized in particular areas and not in others, but also that within these areas of specialization, you're much more forced to collaborate.
From the Baltic perspective, it's really important to have a wider agenda. It's easier if there are more than only one country discussing the same item.
And for the community of Lithuania, Latvia and Estonia, research community, science community, probably the clearest message was that you cannot do everything by your own.